Mirage floors are synonymous with comfort, beauty, and durability. You'll see, Mirage thinks of everything, right down to the smallest detail, for flawless installation. Before you start, read the Mirage Classic Installation Guide. You must ensure the installation area meets the minimum criteria described by Mirage, even if someone else will be doing the installation. Make sure you have all the tools required. This video will describe how to prepare the installation surface, carry out the installation, and maintain a Mirage floor. Mirage Classic floors are made of solid wood and can be installed on or above grade. Mirage recommends nailed-down installation on a minimum 5/8 inch plywood or 3/4 inch approved OSB chipboard subfloor. Keep the boxes of wood in the room where flooring is to be installed for at least 24 hours before installation. Room temperature must be maintained at around 72 degrees for a week, and the relative humidity must be between 30% and 60%. Wooden subfloor moisture reading must not exceed 12%, and differential between boards and subfloor must be less than 4%. Make sure the subfloor surface is flat. If necessary, flatten down any irregularities. Screw the subfloor directly to joists to prevent any movement or squeaks. Replace any subfloor that shows water damage or structural weakness. Vacuum thoroughly. Install the vapor retardant by rolling it out along the subfloor joists. Overlap the edges of the vapor barrier and staple it to the subfloor every 8 inches or 10 inches, and staple it to the subfloor every 8 or 10 inches. Sketch the layout of the flooring in the room to determine the starting point and the direction in which the boards will be installed. We recommend installing the boards at a right angle to the joists. Check if a whole number of boards can fit in the room. If not, cut the boards of the first and last rows with a table saw lengthwise so they are the same width. Use a push stick to avoid the risk of hand injury. Before you begin installation, test the nailer on a few boards. Adjust the air pressure according to the species and hardness of the wood to be installed. Using a chalk line, mark a guideline parallel to starting wall and perpendicular to adjacent one. To trace guideline, add 3/4 inch to the board width to account for the 1/2 inch expansion gap and the board tongue. The line must run perpendicular to the adjacent wall and be well drawn to ensure the installed floor is straight and square. To get a good balance of colors and grades, open more than one box of boards and install boards with more striking variations in less visible areas. Because of wall proximity, the boards have to be manually installed with a hammer and finishing nails. Position the first board 1/4 inch from the perpendicular right side wall with the tongue of the board positioned along the guideline. Pre-drill vertically board every 4 inches as close to the wall as possible and nail it down with finishing nails. That way the baseboards will cover the nails. Finish tapping the nails in with the nail punch. Keep the work surface clean throughout the installation. Using the miter saw, cut the last board to complete the row. Place the sawed end against the wall, leaving 1/4 inch for the expansion gap. Start the second row with the trimmed end if it is at least 6 inches longer or shorter than the board used in the last row. This will help avoid lining the joints up or creating too regular of a pattern. The next rows are installed the same way, using the nailer. Nail boards every 8 to 10 inches and at least 3 inches from the end of each board. Press the nailer against the top and side of the board before firing the nail. Check the nail heads to make sure the nails are in deep enough so the boards interlock properly. Take apart one of the cardboard boxes the boards are packaged in and lay your tools on it. Because the last row will be close to the wall, it will have to be installed the same way as the first. Once again, leave 1/4 inch of space along the perpendicular wall for the expansion gaps and a 1/2 inch along the parallel wall. Finish the installation by nailing the baseboards or moldings to the wall rather than the floor. That way, the floor will settle naturally. Use a wax pencil the same color as the floor to hide the nail heads. Place pads under heavy furniture to avoid scratching the floor. Your Mirage floor is now installed. Vacuum the floor thoroughly and carefully. Lightly spray the recommended floor cleaner, wipe clean, and you're done. Here are some Mirage tips to ensure installation goes smoothly. Carefully prepare the installation surface. Check the humidity levels. Sketch a layout. Test the nailer and check the air pressure. Place pads under heavy furniture. For more information on installing and maintaining Mirage products, see the guides and support section of our website at miragefloors.com.